Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Obviously no Premier Division action tonight, but we have League of Ireland First Division action, and I'll be taking a look at Cork City and Athlone Town. I might switch between some of the games depending, but we'll definitely start off with Cork City, who are top of the league, unbeaten so far, against Athlone Town, who are third in the league, 6 points adrift of the Lee Siders. It's hard to see Cork City not go up this season as well, isn't it? To be fair, a lot of good players in Bengo. They've got Keating Maguire up front. I think Maguire stopped scoring the league, isn't he? And young Killian Murphy in the attacking positions as well. Is a player to watch. Athlone have started well. They're a decent side. They are a decent side, to be fair. We'll have a look at both teams in a while closer to kick off as well. I fancy Cork City to win this, maybe 3-1. Good evening, pal. How are you? Not too bad. How was your week? What did you make of the Republic of Ireland game last night? I was going to do a live stream, but in the end, I couldn't for one or two reasons. But yeah, disappointing, wasn't it? Yeah, it was very disappointing. I know a lot was made of the penalty by Manning, etc. But the second half, I was very disappointed with the second half and how we were set up in the second half, to be honest. There's not much between both teams in reality, but when you're 2 up, I was very disappointed with the second half. I don't mind even sitting back, but sitting back and anytime we got the ball, just hoofing it back to the checks, I thought was crazy, to be honest with you. Big week next week as well, isn't it? A lot of this Friday, obviously Easter weekend, there's Friday, Monday games coming up there. And of course, next week in the Premier Division is the last series of games for the first round, essentially. Yeah, Cork City. It's difficult to not see them coming back up, isn't it? It's very difficult to see any other team come up, basically. Happy Friday, Monday again. Yeah, I'm not mad about the Friday, Monday, but, you know, I support Treaty United. Yeah, Treaty in action tonight. How do you think they'll do? Bottom of the league at the moment. Just struggling, unfortunately. How do you think they'll do tonight? Treaty United. As I got through the teams, what time is it? 1942. It's nearly kick-off time anyway, so I might as well go through the teams here. Had them a second ago. Must get them up again. We will win. I'd say we're doing very bad, worse than usual. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Cork City of Conor Brand, Freaka Kelleher as captain, Charlie Lyons, Greg Bulger, plenty of experience, don't they? Rory Keating, Hans and Pongu. Conor Drynan comes in, Derek Crowley, Josh Fitzpatrick, Shawnee Maguire, and obviously Rory Feely will play centre back. Unfortunately, is he on the bench even? No, he's not even on the bench, is he? Must be injured. Was he playing one of the underage Irish teams, I wonder? Killian Murphy. It's a pity he's unavailable. I was looking forward to having a good look at him there tonight. Not even on the bench. That's a pity. I'll get the Athlone Town team up. Now, Athlone Town. are going with Andrew Stewart, trainer in goal. They've got Reece Webb. They've got Kyle O'Connor. Evan O'Connor also starts. Aaron Maloney. Darren Adewale starts. Aaron Connolly, who's been good for them this season. Patrick Ferry and Robbie Lyons. That's the lineup for Athlone Town. Actually, Friday, Monday, strange. Yeah. Again, not mad about the Friday, Monday, as I said before, particularly when difficult for teams to have no games this week, obviously, and then have to play the Friday, Monday, isn't it? To be fair. But I'm disappointed Killian Murphy isn't playing here. I just might listen to the commentary for a second just to see if they might mention why. Yes. He's with the Ireland under 17s. I thought he might have been underage, all right, or playing underage. See Pat's finalists, Senior Cup Tour. Did you see, or will I? No, I won't, to be honest with you. Billy has a game at late enough kickoff. I think it's 1 o'clock. Obviously, Pats will just play reserves and young players in that game, though. Yeah, Peter Grogan plays as well for Athlone. For some reason, Peter Grogan wasn't in. They forgot to put him in the list. They named 10 players. I was wondering how I was saying, have I just named 10 players out, to be honest with you? Athlone look all right this season so far. Like, they're not going to win the league, but who is, apart from Cork City? Although it'd be interesting if they won it today, wouldn't it? At Turner's Cross. Don't see it happening, though, to be honest with you. But you never know. As I said, 3-1 Cork City for me. What did you make? Did you all watch the Irish game yesterday? And if so, what did you make of the game yourselves? Be interesting to know what you thought. Yeah, who's your nephew play for? The funny thing is, because Billy goes with me in a lot of games in the Friday evening, generally has very early Saturday kickoffs, and the one time he doesn't have actually a Saturday early kickoff, no match tonight, going to no game tonight. So I would have liked it tomorrow. Actually, Crumlin United. Yeah, I don't know. No, we most of ours have been early, I have to say. What age group and what league is that now? I'd like to know. Billy's playing under 15 in the DDSL Prem with Home Farm. So Athlone Town are going to kick off and start this game themselves. So they are. Aaron Connolly's going to start proceedings for the Midlanders here. Remember a couple of years ago, Athlone went away from their Inter Milan style kit, just for black. I didn't like that. Same as Billy, is he? He's the same as Billy. I don't know what league. Potentially Crumlin United. If he's playing under 15, the Crumlin aren't in the Prem anyway. I don't know if they're in the second tier, if you like. I'm not sure. Is he playing the same age group as Billy? Is what you're saying, is it? I don't know if they're in the second tier. They're definitely not in the Prem. You'd imagine they'd be in the second tier, Crumlin, wouldn't you, though? I think Cabinteely are top of that division. I don't know. Has he played Cabinteely this year by any chance? That's Josh Fitzpatrick. Actually, Charlie Lyons, actually, who's taking the throw from the left-hand position, surprisingly. As he drifts back into the central area. Up to Maguire. Good control by Maguire. Well challenged, though, in the middle of the park. By Maloney, feeds it out. Billy, a few months older. Remember, you told me a Shells game once. Did I? Billy's a weird one, though. He's under 15, but he's... I probably told you this as well. I think he's the youngest in the squad. He's only like if he was 2 weeks younger, he'd be playing actually under 14. So he's kind of at that weird, do you know what I mean? Delicate side of things, like, where a lot of people might be physically bigger than him, to be honest with you. Um, Ideally, if you could play under 14, it'd be even better though. But he has to play under 15, unfortunately, the way the lines. Let's play for 317, but quit to play GA for Limerick. Hurling or football for Limerick? Cork City coming out with the ball here. Speaker Kelleher to Bran. Bran's a good goalkeeper, Conor Bran. Kerry at Sea lead at the Carlisle grounds. Brave Honours 0, Kerry C 1. Niall Brookwell has given Kerry an early lead after 2 minutes in that one. Harlan Connolly on the ball. Reese Webb. Bulger challenging them, and it's a throw for Cork City. Lions will take both for Limerick. Really good that, actually. Fair play. It must be pretty good, actually, at sport, generally. Good ball forward to Mpongo, I should say. Mpongo's cutting into the area here. Gets by Reese Webb. Good pull back. And Keating, was he too casual? I don't know. 2 minutes gone. He has to bury that Keating. He leans back. I think he's a bit casual. Yeah, great chance, Cork City and Keating. Yeah, no, in fairness, Irish boy, he's done well. Last year at Belvo and the year before, he's our top scorer. Wexford won 3-0. Jake Doyle after 3 minutes. The goals flying in early doors here. Ferry Carey Park 1-0 there. But this year it's a bit different. He's at home farm, and they've just a completely new squad, new management team. He's playing number 10 for most of the season, so he was kind of playing as a deep number 10, if that makes sense. He was coming very deep and stuff like that, and so he hasn't been playing as a striker. It's only the last 4 or 5 games he's playing as a striker, so it is, and he's not going to get anywhere near the goals he got, to be honest, the last 2 seasons, being honest with you, unfortunately. Ooh, that was a good chance for Keating there. Should be 1-0 Cork City. Connor does well to get that clear for Athlone Town. Another throw in on the right for Cork City. Crowley to Bulger. Charlie Lyons. Cork City trying to play with a good tempo here already. Charlie Lyons, a weird ball that was. I don't know what he was trying to do. 3-1 1 goal down. Yes, they're 1-0 down to Wexford FC. Jake Doyle, the former UCD man's given the Wexford side the lead there. And Lyons with another long ball. It finds his way though to good ball through. Here's a great chance. Keating again. This time he finishes this. It's 1-0 Cork City. I'm just not sure who gets the final touch. Keating, was it Mpongo gets the final touch? I think it was, and Mpongo's giving them the lead. It was kind of going in, but it was trickling in. There was an Athlone Town player or two there, and Mpongo did the right thing to touch it in. Keating a good run, good start, Cork City. Keating had a chance before that as well. And Pongo does finish it in the end to give Cork City the lead. And it's a good ball through. Keating does well. He gets through. Probably doesn't put enough power in his shot. Reese Webb is there, so Pongo has to make sure he finishes them 1-0. 3 goals already after 5 minutes in the games in the first division. Was he playing any school tournaments this year? Did a few of them, yeah. The school teams are weird, aren't they? Because you've got players that barely play football or don't in some cases. And then he was playing in midfield, in central midfield, with a lad who plays for Kevin's. Neither play midfield for their clubs. Like Billy, technically, realistically, is a striker. The guy for Kevin's is actually a striker as well. But the two of them played centre midfield, and some of them are coached badly as well. What they were doing is, Billy was saying, I didn't see the games, but Billy was saying they were playing a lot of long balls and avoiding the midfield. And they have 2 of the players that play for the highest profile clubs in midfield. Bizarre stuff, really. On quitting and treaty. You can't quit in your team, boy. Floodgates might open. Yeah. It's a mad one though. Whoever goes down for the Premier, they just look a different level, don't they? To the other sides in the first division. Bulger. Good ball over the top to Maguire. Good run, Maguire, down the channel. Holds it up, Maguire. Comes back. I think it's back to Bulger. It is back to Bulger, but it's out for a goal kick. Lovely ball through. I'm not sure who it was, to be honest, for Cork City. Who played the ball through. It might have been Drynan from the right. Keating runs through the channel. Not enough power in the shot. It probably might just about go in, but Mpongo makes the right decision to finish it off and make sure he scores. If you've just tuned in, guys, thanks for tuning in. Cork City lead Athlone by 1-0. I'm going to update that, actually. A goal from Mpongo. And there's been a couple of goals in the first division as it is. Feel free to talk about anything League of Ireland related in particular, or even if you want to mention the Republic of Ireland, talk about that a little bit as well. That's fine too. And please subscribe, guys, if you have just tuned in, haven't hit that subscribe button. That would be brilliant. Thank you. Bulger is still going, yeah. I'm not sure if he'd have the legs for the Prem, being honest, but fair play to him. He's been a very good player throughout his career. Hasn't he? I think, anyway. Athlone trying to get something together here, but are struggling. My nephew got changed from midfield to right back. Crazy stuff. There's a bit of that going on as well. I don't mind players kind of changing positions and stuff like that, but if they're completely... If it really doesn't suit them to be changing position, it can be a bit... I think, to be honest with you, I think some coaches try to be too clever at times. And we were trying that earlier on in the season with certain players, and it wasn't working. We've settled down a little bit since we moved players in their proper positions. Like, even if Billy doesn't score, he'd be the best central striker there to kind of link up the play and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the fact that he hasn't been playing there has kind of stopped him from getting 20 plus goals again, to be honest with you, unfortunately. Athlone just had a long strike there, but easy save for Conor Bram, being honest with you. Bulger played for Sligo Rovers. He certainly did play for Sligo Rovers. Yeah, I played for Cork City in 2 spells. This is the second spell, or is it? Is he at 3? Definitely 2. He's played for St. Patrick's Athletic. Shamrock Rovers, he's won titles, league titles with Cork City, St. Patrick's Athletic, and Shamrock Rovers as well. A bit of a push there by Peter Keller. Usually centre back gets away with those pushes, to be honest with you, but didn't this time. And if a free kick, Sligo on the centre circle. Sligo, we were talking about Sligo second goal. Athlone Town on the centre circle. Oh, that because of FIFA. Aaron Connolly looks a bit like Shane Farrell, doesn't he? A little bit. Cares ball forward. It's not a bad ball. And Grogan seems to be playing 2 up front. Grogan and Ferry at Athlone. And not a bad ball. I don't know if people would have been offside if he connected, though, to be honest with you. But trying to get themselves back into the game. Cork City 1-0 up early doors. As I said, 1-0. I'll just have a quick look again in 2 of the other games as well. Kerry FC 1-0 up at Bray Wanderers. Now Buckwell's goal after 2 minutes. And Wexford FC. Here's a chance. Keating. Oh, he just took too much out of it, has he, Keating? Yeah, a little bit. I think he could have crossed it for... He was in again, but I think he could have crossed for Mbengwa and... Mbengwa? Mpongo. Who's Mbengwa? Mpongo and... Not sure who else was coming in there, but it certainly wasn't... Athlone Town trying to counter here, and it's Reese Webb striding forward. It's actually Patrick Ferry, and he finds Peter Grogan. Could have tried to lob the keeper, Grogan, there. Maybe he's gone for a power shot. Good counter, though, by Athlone. I'm completely distracted. What was I saying? Wexford 1-0 up on Treacy, Jake Doyle with the goal. Good play there. Grogan, if he sees the keeper off his line, he could try dink. Not easy, but it's probably the best thing to try and do. That's young players playing versus senior team this week. Absolutely, yeah. Good open game so far. Here come Athlone Town. Their place down the right, actually. Reese Webb's getting a lot of ball down the right in attacking areas. So they are a threat, Athlone, even though Cork have got in very easy at times. I think Keating's got in easily 3 times. One's resulted in a goal for Mpongo. Josh Fitzgerald. Nice turn. It's actually him who played the lovely ball through earlier, to be honest, for Josh Fitzpatrick for Keating. Good young player, Josh. Kelleher. All the way back to Bran. Bran has a look before he plays it long towards Keating. He flicks it on, but Athlone deal with it, but then he gives straight back to Cork City. The big problem is if Cork get bored and switch off. Yeah. It looks like they're going to get in easily. I did think Athlone was score. I did say 3-1 at the start. Yeah, Keating, he's got to play that earlier. He looks up and then... yeah, he's got to play that earlier. 2 lads in there. One of them was drawing and actually the other one was Mpongo. Josh Fitzpatrick on the right-hand side for the Rebels. Great buzzer. That's the experience, of course. Even O'Connor gives it away for Athlone Town. Good play by Adewale and good ball by Connolly. He finds Ferry, who's peeled away. He's in the box, Patrick Ferry. He's got Grogan with him and takes a shot. Tries to beat Brand at the near post. Brand as well. They're a threat, though. They're a threat, Athlone Town. Definitely on the counter. Again, it's a good ball by Connolly. Beats the offside trap, Ferry. He just drives. He gets into the box. Has a look up, sees where Grogan is. Would have been difficult to find them. Has a shot, but straight at Bram. Here's Mpongo. Even Athlone here. Conor Dryden appears to be playing on the left for Cork City, with Fitzpatrick on the right. Baker Kelleher, of course, brother of Quiveen, who played last night, of course, Republic of Ireland. That gives it away. They've given it away here, and Aaron Connolly feeds it to Patrick Ferry. He's looking for Adewale, but Adewale just goes beyond them, but he does get it's a corner kick. Come back into this Athlone. They've come back into this Athlone after a very shaky start. It's 1-0 after 15 minutes here, and corner kick Athlone Town, and yeah. The direct style is quite direct, but it's very quick. And it's causing problems to Cork City rearguard. They caused their own problems a little bit there, Cork City, by giving the ball away cheaply to Connolly. But they're very quick to feed it quickly. Oh, TV are having technical difficulties here, so they are. Appears to be frozen. Obviously, nothing happened. The commentary's working all right, though. Nothing happened with the corner kick, though, for Athlone Town. I believe the commentary's working anyway. Let's give it a bit of a... Yeah, hang on a second now, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure it's LOI TV themselves, though. They're just frozen. For the moment, though, just for now, I'm just going to switch to Bray and Kerry just for now, if that's all right. I'm trying to watch your stream, play video games, and watch Treaty United. Multitasking, man. Not easy for the male race. We're back again, I think, at Cork City. Yeah, we're back on again. Trainer now. Who's it left to the left back? Kyle O'Connor. He's looking for Adewale, but doesn't find him. They do win a throw in, however. The Midlanders. Commentary. I actually usually have the commentary turned down, being honest, when I'm doing the live streams, because it interferes with the sound, I think, a little bit, like, you know, that kind of way. So I have it well turned down, so I'm not really listening to it, to be honest with you. In fairness to the lads who do it in general, though, they don't get paid for it, like, you know what I mean? Reece Webb. Ball forward. Owen Conway. How are you, Owen? That's win the league. Unlikely, I think, to be honest with you. I think if they finish top 3 and you know, it's a good foundation season, because a lot had to happen at the club in the off season, especially in terms of getting rid of players and attitude problems and things like that. If they can set that foundation, I'd say unlikely. I don't think they've quite enough class to go and do it, to be honest with you. But top 3 would be brilliant if they could get there. Free kick for Athlone Town, deep in their own half. I suppose has been. Not really. I think he's done a good job in the centre midfield when he's played for Shamrock Rovers. I didn't like him really when he played wing back for Shamrock Rovers. I don't think he's good enough attacking when he played wing back for Rovers. So decent in midfield when he played for Rovers. Gives them he gave them legs in midfield. He could get around the park, and Pat's missing that big time in the centre midfield. He's also 24, so he can improve. He gives you that. And it's very important with Lennon out that you have another option as well, like that, and which Pats have had, which is brilliant. Not really surprised, no. I think Pat's got the better deal with Mulroney. Mulroney had to go hooker by crook. He really did. Cross into the box, cleared away by it's actually Fitzpatrick back there for some reason. But he's done well. Keating. Good ball over the top, and Pongo nearly gets in there. Aaron Connolly. He's been quite sharp for Athlone Town, I have to say, in the middle of the park. What's happening with Mulroney at Rovers? Can he get in the squad? He's struggling to get in there, isn't he? He's in and out. It was a weird signing for them, to be honest with you. They have a brilliant culture, Rovers, so Mulroney's not going to interrupt that. Because of such a good culture, and they've had that ingrained under Bradley of winning and stuff. Pats, he was part of the problem, let's say. He had to go. He'll give you the odd flashy thing, won't he, Mulroney? But ultimately, he won't make a big impact to Shamrock Rovers. Doesn't work hard enough, does he? Fitzpatrick on the ball now. Feely's got in behind here. O'Connor comes across and is completely creamed with Feely, to be honest with you. I don't like the way Pat's played side to side and back a lot. They're not doing that this season, man, really, though. And more like that last season. I think they're unpredictable this season in a good way. I think they have a lot of different facets to play this season, to be honest with you, so far. I think the wing backs give you that, particularly Brown. And McClellan's done all right as well, but Brown as well. They can just give you something different at times. They can play 2 up front, 1 up front. You know, they just... I see a lot of different patterns of play. I think Bagley's done really well for them so far in the middle of the park as well. I think he's really moved the ball quite quickly and it's helped control a lot of games as well, to be honest with you. So far they've done very well. I just think over the course of a marathon, you know, Shamrock Rovers is going to have too much for them, and Bowes, of course, and Shelburne. There's a good chance the top 4 clubs are going to be Dublin clubs, which is, I'd love to know when that happened last, to be honest with you. It's a while. Flurry of goals early in the first division. I don't think it's been a goal since. Let me have a quick look here. No. Still nil at Belfield, where TCD nil, Cove, Ramblers nil as well. Brown's got very good delivery. Brown's a very good player. Brown is an excellent player. I remember him years ago for Drogheda. He was brilliant. And he suits wing back. He's got great energy. He's also good. He's this as well. I tell you, he's been underrated for Pats this season. A lot of people mightn't like it, but you have to give credit where it's due. Sean Hoare, I think he's been brilliant in that central area for Pats, and he's actually doing a lot of this as well, which is very important. What's next up for Derry Sack Lynch? Possibly, yeah. All right, man. How are you? PFC TV. How are you, man? Possibly, yeah. Yeah. There's an awful lot wrong there that I can't see clicking quickly. And I just think if it does click, it's going to be too late. 1-0. I just mentioned this. UCD was the only game with no goals, but Stephen Mohan has given UCD the lead against Cove Ramblers 23 minutes. Key to get the Keane Levy haircut. I don't think I could I? Wouldn't be able. It's kind of a natural haircut, isn't it? To be fair. Here's Ferry on the right. He's done quite well so far for Athlone. They have a corner. It's got quiet in this game, Cork. Athlone have come well into the game after that start. Dropped their urgency a bit. The Rebels. And Athlone will have a corner kick, and looks like it's O'Connor's coming across and left back to take it. It is indeed. Very more like retirement on football club. Derry doing well. Corner kick, whipped in. O'Brien came for kind of lost it amongst gathering of players. Comes back to O'Connor, who might whip it in again if he can beat. He's played it back. A bit of a chance for Ferry, but he kind of swings on the shot, doesn't he? And it's all the way back to the goalkeeper. Kid, do you think Ireland will ever go? Don't even get me started. Honestly, I think that's the easiest group we had in years, to be honest with you. And at the very beginning of the group, I thought it was 50-50 between us and Hungary. After about 3 games, we were nearly out of it. If we'd lost that home game to Hungary, where we should have lost, to be honest with you, Hungary shot themselves in the foot there. Got the man sent off. We were luckily we got a draw. If we'd lost that, we were gone. We were out after 3 games. We done well to recover, to be fair, and beating Portugal and Hungary. But last night, I think it was very disappointing, if I'm honest with you. We played a Czech side that, manager in, first game, in charge. I think they looked all over the place, the Czechs. I question how we approached the second half, to be honest with you, big time. We sat back, fine to a degree, no problem. But you got to have a counter-attacking option. We sat back and we resorted to blindly hoofing the ball, and I just thought it was ridiculous, to be honest with you, and it cost us in the end. I'm saying whatever comes to my head. I was actually more disappointed than I thought I'd be. Generally, international football, I enjoy the League of Ireland a lot more, but I was actually more disappointed than I thought it would be last night, if I'm honest. Johnny Hoare's the Rolls Royce, in more like in the dressing room. That's it, absolutely. That's what it is, though. Winners drive standards, absolutely. Brown, Nugent, Edmondson, etc. Yeah, absolutely, 100%, 1,000,000%. And Kenny's referenced that. He referenced after the Cork City game. I think he said we know what we need to do for next season. I don't have any issues with any of the players that left the club during the off-season either, by the way. Attitude comes first. Desire, willing to work for the team comes first. After that, we'll see how good they are this season. And if you can build on that, then the following season. Might be a case of, say, they finish in the top 3, which would be still a brilliant season. And you kind of go, Kenny goes, okay, if we can 1 or 2 in these areas, then you might be able to improve. You're trying to establish a culture there, to be honest with you. That's at Rovers for years. I look like a Sunday League manager. How do I look like a Sunday League manager? What about Lemur Senior, the Chelsea gaffer? What the fuck does he look like? I wasn't shocked by last night. Nah. I wasn't shocked. I was disappointed, I have to say, though. I'm not really sure why Heimer got a new contract, like just a week before the game as well. I think that was based on emotion. It's the beard. Yeah, maybe. If you just tuned in, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic. Cork City 1-0 up on Athlone. Goals in all the first division games so far as well. Bray 0, Kerry 1, UCD 1, Cove 0, and Wexford 1, Treaty 0. Cork City here 1-0 up on Athlone Town. But it's Athlone Town have come back into this game. Mine's 2001 team in around small squad. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. I think with a manager like Kenny, you might be able to build on it though. Cheap bloody option. Why got a new contract? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we know that as well. We're in trouble that way as well. Like, who can we get in? Really? Like, let's be honest about it. I would love Duff. I'd love to get Duff in if I'm honest. Daily for Bowes Waterford. Bowes Waterford, is that the Friday game? I don't think I'm due to be there. No, I'm due to go to Pats and Sligo Rovers because Sligo Rovers are the only club I haven't got in a vlog in the first round of matches. But if I get them in here, I would have got every club in a vlog in the first round matches, which I'd be happy enough with. Otherwise, yeah, that game is 50-50 in terms of I tell you what, that's a difficult one for Waterford, isn't it? And I think they've got Rovers on Monday. After Lynch. All right, Mr. Paddy. Not happy with things at Derry then. What's the main issue, Paddy, for you at Derry? I have my views, but I was interested to know, especially supporters' views. Like, what's sort of Duff not returning to the club yet? I don't know. No interest. I do wonder how much he would like the Ireland job, though. There's still a bit of stuff with the FAI there, though, isn't there? Stoppage and play at the moment. It's is it a free kick for Cork City, maybe? Yeah, it's free kick for Cork City. Josh Fitzpatrick was taken out of it, as I say. And And Pongo tried to get Cadian, and Cadian's been heavily involved, more involved in Maguire in this game so far. Involved in the goal, of course, had a chance before that as well, where he should have scored. Cadian too. Maguire's been fairly quiet so far. Often he was the best rookie. I've seen that actually. Only seen it there about an hour ago. Popped up on one of my feeds. Yeah, absolutely. Darren Organ player of the year so far. He's up there. He's up there. Definitely. He was in my player of the month nominations actually this month. I don't think he's going to win it, but he was close. Very close. Pictures on lounge walls. McDonald's, very nice touch. What are the pictures of? I haven't seen the pictures. This is why you don't play video games. Watching it, bro. 30 minutes gone here. 1-0 to the Rebels still. Tight enough now at the moment. Cork City have kind of come back into it a little bit after Athlone had a spell about 15 minutes. Where they kind of put a bit of pressure on. Long throw coming up. Is it Feely over the far side? I think it's Rory Feely who's going to take his throw in for the Leesiders. Corner kick, I think, for Cork City. Yeah, it is a corner kick for Cork City. Keep to play Daz and FIFA. I beat him when we done the trip around Ireland. I beat him in Athlone, in fact. And that guy plays FIFA for years. If you've just joined in, guys, please hit that subscribe button. It'll be fantastic. It's a corner kick for Cork City. They lead 1-0 after 30 minutes, and Pongo has given the Rebels the lead. It's cleared away by Athlone, and Cork recovered again through Derek Crowley. But Harry will get him moved back to in June. Who knows, Neville? Are you a Shells fan yourself? Who knows? Maybe a loss, wouldn't he? He lost the league, to be honest. Reopen. St. Pat's one's planning to reopen for Sligo. Oh, that'd be interesting. I might have a gander in there. For the Sligo game, yeah. Our centre halves aren't good enough, and Lynch changed starting. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He changed it too much. He's also changed the formation this season. I think he should have stuck with the same formation he was trying to work on and system. He's also plays a lot of players out of position, like Clark and Markey. They're not fulfilling the roles that were at the former clubs. And the reason why you bring them in is because they were doing so well at the former clubs and the roles they were playing in. If you're not going to use Markey in the role that he's does well, then there's no use for him at all. And the same for Clark, same for any player, realistically. That's what I see at the moment. Also, there's a couple of players like Josh Thomas should be playing most weeks, to be honest with you. For me, he has to play most weeks up front. There's one or two bits and pieces like that. The elephant in the room is McLean as well. He's really struggling in the centre midfield. Yeah, Shell's fan, we're coming into a bit forward. Yeah, now 7 points. Absolutely, yeah. And the fact that they had so many defenders injured as well, I think they'd be quietly confident about where they are in the league. They do have Rovers now on the Monday, don't they, in Tallaght Stadium? I'd probably be there, actually. I can't remember who they have Friday, though. Shelburne, if you can remind me. Rossi seems good. The back, yeah, he was in my nominations for Player of the Month at 6 of them, and he was in there. Yeah, he's been good. It's hard to go different games instead of Pats, I suppose. Sometimes it is. I find it hard now to go to a game and not vlog it. I was at 1 or 2 Pats games last year where I just went and didn't vlog. But it feels weird now when I'm not vlogging. Very strange. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. I should be doing something. It's weird, really weird. It's almost easy in a way. It's easier to go to the other games in a sense because there's no emotion involved or anything like that. Dundalk on the Friday. Yeah, not an easy game. I think they might win that though, Shells, to be fair. Free kick Athlone Town, 34 minutes gone. O'Connor and Aaron Connolly are over. So it looks like it'd be O'Connor's left foot though. And it is O'Connor's left foot. It's drifting in and just more to say in that one. Counter-attack here for Cork. Fitzpatrick's done well, but 2 Athlone players are back recovering, and one of them was Ado Ali, who did very well to get back and challenging. It was good last night. Oh, yeah, the checks were there for the absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you. I just don't like I don't mind even sitting back, but you have to have an outlet. You can't sit back and just blindly hoof the ball in the direction and hope it gets someone like Park gets onto it. If you're a forward there, you're thinking, lads, I need the ball into my feet. I need the ball into a channel. I need the ball out wide to somebody in a channel, so I might be able to get on the end of a cross or something like that, or link up with them. But blindly hoofing it just does my. I don't mind direct, by the way, at all football, but blindly hoofing just what are you doing? You just keep giving it back to the opposition, asking for more. It's so frustrating. What can Cork do? It's going to be difficult for Cork. It really is. They've got base of a team there. They just need to sign 4 or 5 players that are good, to be honest, because, everyone else is full-time professional in the league as well, and they have an advantage on them because they have more Premier Division type players, don't they? It's not easy. Fitzpatrick with a great run. He's a good game. Maguire comes deep here. He's going to have a strike. Maguire, good ball. And Pongo plays it back. And it's good goal, Cork City. Conor Drynan 2-0. Good goal, Cork City. Good move. Fitzpatrick has been the player of the half so far, in my personal opinion. Lovely sweep and counter-attack from Cork City, to be fair. Brilliant play for Fitzpatrick again. Maguire came deep. Beautiful pass behind the defence to find Pongo. And then Pongo gets his head up. Finds Drynan. Perfect pass. Dryden and all he has to do. All he has to do is never easy, but he doesn't need to take a touch. He places into the corner. Brilliant Cork City goal. And Athlone, probably in trouble now, aren't they? 2-0 Cork City. That's a nice goal. 4 players involved. Good goal, Cork City. 2-0 Athlone Town. Bowls would beat Linfield. They should do, yeah. Absolutely. Keatsy Bowls can manage to get Linfield. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. They would. I'd expect most of our clubs to beat Linfield, to be honest. Did you see Paul Zam's playing? Oh, I did. If so, it was better than him and Forrester. Completely different players, Paul Zam and Forrester. Paul Zam for me though. Forrester's a technical genius. Ozam was more, how would I describe Ozam? Powerhouse, middle of the park. Um, had a bit of everything in terms of League of Ireland. Like he was strong. He was a little bit like, if you want to compare it, like a Patrick Vieira of the League of Ireland, I would say Ozam. And a real leader as well. Very different to say. Like we say who's better. Like Forrest was better technically, but I liked Ozam. Yeah, of course it would. Yeah. Coming back to that, I'd expect most of our teams to beat these over two legs. Waterford at the moment might struggle. Outside of that, though, covering European games. Yeah, I'll be covering the European games. All right. I always look forward to the European games. To be fair, yellow card here coming up for Cork City. A free kick for Athlone. Zam. Yeah, I love Paul Zam. You couldn't not like. This challenge really, but Bulger. Yellow card and a free kick for Athlone. No need to make the challenge. Great Bulger. It's a free kick for the Midlanders here. My phone's beeping there. They have looked all right in the attack at Athlone, but they've looked very open at the back. In fairness, they were beaten by a good goal by Cork. It's a different level, though. Here come Cork again, and it's again Fitzpatrick, Maguire, and Pongo. Fitzpatrick and Keating are in the middle, and Pongo, can he find good defending Reece Webb? And Pongo still has it, though, back to drawing it again. Now, Webb done well to hold him up a little bit. Because Keating and I think it was Fitzpatrick actually were in good positions. On the counter, they were dangerous again, the Rebels. God, has been decent so far. Yeah, absolutely hard to beat. And even the games they've lost have all been narrow defeats against the top three, basically. They've lost to the top three very narrowly, really. Billy Behan got on the balls European tour. Friday nights aren't the same, no game to go. No, absolutely not. Yeah. I have thinking of going to Bray tonight as well myself, but finished work at 6:30. It would have been a push, and I was just tired, and I just thought, do I want to really, you know what I mean? So I decided to do the watch along instead. Good ball forward. Keating's in again. He's offside this time, though. Looks like Sligo Waterford ball. At the moment, it does. You never know. The summer window can be a major factor with the bottom clubs in particular. I'd argue with Derry City, though. They could probably do with the break. I'm not sure. Who did they play again, actually? In the last game of the series. Where are they? They got the Galway. Tricky. Bolzon could buy the first round. It depends who they play in the fixture. And I tell you what, it's very difficult, though, to get through the 4 rounds, though. Very difficult. Unless you win the league. It makes a big difference. Of course, Derry City, I think they've Europa League, so they'll enter the Conference League. You'd imagine they'll be entering the Conference League a little later, which will help. But that's very difficult. Shamrock Rovers did do it last year, to be fair, but I think they were the only team capable of doing it, really. Hi, man. How are you? Excuse me. Pardon me. Connolly. Ferry is peeled right. Uses Connolly. Plays the ball into the box. He's looking for Adewale on the left. Keating is cleared and he holds it up. Rory Keating. Looks like he's fouled here. And looks like there's a yellow card coming up. Kyle O'Connor just walks off, as in, yeah, definitely yellow. I'm taking it. Frustration, really, from the Athlone player there. I think it's a brilliant idea doing first division watch on fair play. No bother, man. I do like the first division as well. I do keep an eye on the first division, but obviously I can't give it the coverage that I give the Premier as well. First of all, it can't be in 2 places at one as well, but I do keep an eye on it, and you know, I'm very aware of the clubs and all that kind of thing as well. I do try and do first division shows when I can as well. Sometimes a case of time. And if I don't have an awful lot of time that particular week, the first division shows will be the one that sacrifice, being honest with you. League of Ireland. Thanks, Neville. Appreciate that. I thought Ireland doesn't get direct Europa League spot though. I think did Derry City not get a Europa League spot though this year? I think they do. No, when they say spot, they go into the qualifying rounds. Like, I believe they do. Go to more Shells. Well, shall we, Justin? Justin isn't a Shells fan though. Clearly. I'll be at Shells on Monday. Well, when I say be at Shells, Rovers are home, aren't they? But yeah, I've got everyone in the vlog. By the end of the 9 games, I'm going to get everybody in. Every team's going to be vlog-like. So Sligo Rovers are the last team, and they'll be done on Friday. Shells got second round of conference. That's correct as well. It does help a little bit. It's very difficult, though. Most teams who we play in the 4th round... Oh, Adewale's done well, and it's in. That's a great header by Adewale, and Athlone have got a lifeline here 2 minutes ago at half time. I'm not sure who crossed it in because I was looking at this. It was Aaron Connolly who gets the cross in. Good cross. That's a leap, isn't it? That's a header. What a header by Adewale in the near post. Cork City 2, Athlone 1. I predicted 3-1 Cork. It's definitely on anyway. Keep signing your contract with UCD. 90% of fans want Lynch out. That's usually it though. I'll throw this at you as well. A little bit devil's advocate. First of all, actually, no, Paddy, who would you like in as manager, first of all? Second of all, do you think they brought in too many players? How good is the squad, do you think? I was always just champs dropped into Europa. Yeah, they've changed it. We got another... I think the performances in Europe of Shells and Rovers getting into the Conference League has given us, that extra, really. I don't think Derry taken back now, would they? Would they? Would they though? I don't know where they go, and I'm trying to think who they go with though. They spent a lot of money, and it takes a while to get a culture right at a club, but they really should be more established by now, Derry City, you would feel. But I don't know, who would you get in as manager? I don't think there's anyone in the League of Ireland. Duff, yeah. If you could, Damien Duff, absolutely, 100%. Is that realistic? I don't know. Would Duff go back into management in Ireland? I'm not sure. But if there was a glimmer of a chance of us Derry City, I'd be all over that, to be honest with you. Great goal, Adewale. That was a header. Serious header. Power, precision. The leap. It was a good cross by Connolly, but an awful lot to do there, Adewale. And Athlone come forward nearly half time here. Still 2-1 Cork City. 2-1, I'll change that actually. See though for Rovers who comes back. Yeah, there's a lot of people feel like that as well. And there's a feeling that Rovers, I think that could be the case as well. Yeah, he'd be the perfect replacement as such, wouldn't he? You do wonder how long Bradley stays at Rovers as well, to be honest with you. Don't think he'd leave Dublin. Duff? I don't think, but I don't know either, I suppose. It's a difficult one. Duff is a very hard man to read, isn't he? To be fair, Kevin Doherty... I don't know. Yeah, probably not. I'm not sure Doherty and Russell, Paddy. I'm not sure Derry fans would accept the style of football Doherty plays, being honest with you. Russell, he's under absolutely zero pressure at Sligo Rovers. He can do what he wants, and there's no pressure on him there. Bradley's definitely done everything. There's nothing he can't do. Really. He's done the double as well. Unless he wants to beat his fight or get another fight, get 6 in a row, basically. There'd be a lot of work to do that, wouldn't it? Take a lot of years. It's interesting, though, isn't it? It is interesting, though. Athlone Town now, nearly half time here. Has he blown? It's blown half time. Cork City 2, Athlone Town 1. Good half. Enjoyed that. Some good goals as well. Bradley, yeah, it's brilliant. Athlone match on, lots, yeah. Yeah, a lot of goals in this one. I think there's goals in all the other games I said earlier on. I just wanted to see if there's any update to the goals. I need to go back to... Yeah, Bray 0, Kerry 1, Brookwell after 2 minutes there, half-time, all half-time. Cork City, obviously 2-1 up against Athlone Town. UCD 1-0 up against Cove. It was actually Stephen Mohan who got the goal in 22, his first of the season. And Jake Doyle, former UCD player, an early lead for Wexford, 3 minutes he scored against Treaty United, and it's 1-0. A very Carrick Park. Who said I look like a Sunday League manager again, by the way? Because if someone messaged me saying that's hilarious. What's going on here? But the grass is not as greener. Absolutely. What level did you go to? League One. The problem is as well, you're right. I've said this before. If you got to League One, you could be there for fucking 2 months and sacked. What happens then? I think he'd love the Irish job though. But when and if would that come up? Yeah. Billy found that hilarious, by the way. It was Billy. I'm gonna call him a Sunday League player if he doesn't score tomorrow now, but sure. In his game. But yeah. Well's doing well in the first division of the season. Nobody really. Well, you say well, Bray are second in the league. They're 4 or 5 points adrift of Cork. They're 1-0 down tonight. Like with the halftime scores, the games aren't over yet. Cork would actually be 8 points ahead of second place Brave. Goals, if games stayed the way they are. Yeah. It's a big gap, isn't there? Duff make Ireland. I'd love Duff as manager of Ireland, Justin, to be honest with you. If someone said all day, I'd take Damien Duff as manager of Ireland. 100%. 100%. Would he take the under-21 job? Kenny did it. Is it a bigger job at Rovers, though? What I mean by that is he gets a decent wage at Rovers, I have to say. But I know what you mean. It could be an introduction into getting the senior management job. It was for Kenny. I don't think the under-21s are as good, though. Now, that's the other. It's a risky one. I don't know. He could do. Who knows? He could do. But he's the other thing is people don't understand. Don't understand. Maybe just don't think of. He's had a good wage at Rovers as well. He's guaranteed the job if you think about it. Like I'm talking about going to League One or whatever. You could be sacked after 2 months and not given a chance. He's guaranteed the job at Rovers, really, isn't he? Every year, and he's getting decent money there. I don't think they want a Duff type of character at all. No, I agree with you. No, I don't think so. I think I agree with you there, yeah. If you just tune in, guys, Cork City 2, Athlone Town 1, welcome, and please subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic. Keep the questions coming, etc., etc. Quick cup of tea, guys. Back in a second. It's obviously half time. Right, guys, I'm back. What position if you pass to them strengthened after the first round of games? I'm happy. I'm very happy with the way they've strengthened, to be honest with you, overall, in terms of the players they've got rid of as well. And players have brought in. I think McClellan's done well, but I think ultimately, if you want to, we're talking about, say, trying to challenge a Rovers in the future, let's say. I think a left wing back of quality, like real quality. I would say with the system we're trying to play as well, I still think squad wise, probably a little bit short in midfield. But in terms of first team type thing, maybe a number 10 with a bit of guile about them, like say a Harry Wood or Levy's done well recently. He's more of a ball carrier though, isn't he? But someone with a bit of guile there as well, I think. Just that little bit of class like that a Wood might have, for example, Lost at the end. He did lose it. Yeah, he 100% lost the head at the end. Yeah, he did. He did. I think the thing with Duff is probably, and this is what I thought, his demands are probably a bit too much for League of Ireland players over a long period of time, to be honest. I think that's the impression I've gotten. He expects probably a little too much, I think. And over time, that probably becomes a bit difficult for the players to deal with, I think, probably. Yeah, he can. He can run into dead ends, Levy, of course. I think he's done well though the last month, I have to say, for Pats overall. But I think I'd rather like a bit of guile. I think they could do with there, and I think a left wing back, and just a general strengthening of the midfield squad. I also think with Bagley, who's done well. I think if he's missing, we don't have another Bagley type player to come in. Like, say if Bagley was missing, you had, say, Nugent and Lennon available. I think that would be a bit too defensive for central midfield. They'd be solid, but you wouldn't have anyone who can move the ball very, very well, in the midfield, I think. But as I said, if they set a foundation this season, you know what I mean? Up front is still a question mark as well. And what I mean by that is that I don't know. We'll see throughout the season. We'll know at the end of the season what the best options are up front, whether to play 2, 1, or what. Edmondson is fitter than Mata and Keane at the moment. I suspect, though, that Keane and Mata, if they had the same amount of games Edmondson has, they probably score more goals. They're probably better finishers. I think they might even be better players ultimately. Edmondson's done well, great attitude, great work, great desire. Occupies the defenders very, very well, to be fair. But I'm still not sure what the right combination is there. Because it's so early in the season, basically. It's difficult to say. Be interested by the end of the season to see that debate, though. Again, have a look and see how did the strikers do? What was the best combo? What was the best way to go? You want to keep them all fit if you can. John Daly here. Hi, Richie. Staying for now at Waterford. Are they showing more patience to previous managers? Yeah, they are at the moment, but will that patience run out a little bit? Their next 2 games are against Bows and Shamrock Rovers, aren't they? If they lose the 2 of them and lose comfortably, that would mean what? With 10 games gone and it'd be like no wins, let's say. How much patience do you show? If Sligo Rovers had an extra 3 or 4 points, would he be gone? The fact that Rovers are only 2 points ahead of Waterford is that another key in that as well. They just look a bit all over the place, Waterford. Don't they? How much are they offering? I'll sign a 5-year deal, get sacked after 2 months, and take the rest of the money. No problem. Max Mata, Shells, such a no-brainer for Shells. Mata. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He needs to get fit though. Like he spent the last year not fit though. So again, fitness is key for those 3 lads up front for Pats. I think Keane is probably the best natural finisher of all 3 though, to be honest. But they're all slightly different, which is probably a good thing for Pats. They're all slightly different, the 3 they have up there. I used to say the dynamic is as the season goes on. I think with Chelsea did miss Meepo though. I think he stretches the defence. I know he misses chances, but he's very good at stretching the defence. Meepo. Second half still hasn't started yet, by the way. I think Boyd looks like a player that's half. Finish is probably a bit harsh, but with all those injuries he's had, he's struggling, I think. Hideous performance for Ray so far. Is it, David? Yeah. Have Kerry won this season? Would this be their first win, actually? Or have they nicked the win? No, they nicked the win, and they might have won the last game, didn't they? Hoping both Sack Reynolds. I honestly think, yeah, probably, yeah. See, Pats of younger pace strikers an option. Yeah, I suppose you can't have them every way, but I get what you mean. I'd like them to morph into 2 up front at some point. The question is which 2 is the best combo. Boyd needs a new move. He would do all right. Drugs. Yeah, if he can stay fit, though, it's just so many muscle injuries. He looks like he's struggling to move at the moment, to be honest with you, as well. I know he's a big kind of a target man type player, but his movements aren't as good as they were a couple of years ago either. Like, you know, that kind of way. Yeah. I was just saying there to people there that Cork City, as things stands at half time, are 8 points ahead, which is mental. Crawford would be a good appointment. Yeah, I know Shells were looking at him at one point. Palmer? Nah, he hasn't been playing so far. Palmer, though, the thing I like about Palmer, the only thing is, again, fitness is a big thing with Palmer, isn't it? Being available. He drifts into areas and gets beyond the striker at times, which is good. I like that in Palmer, but again, a player needs to stay fit. There is a bit of quality in Palmer, to be fair. Can't get into areas to get goals, Palmer. Lost the interest after he gave him a new contract. St. Mirren wanted him. Yeah. Should let him go, St. Mirren. I thought that at the time because he was so injury prone. Like Palmer, yeah, he's a little bit. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but still, he's a clever player. Sometimes people hate that. Get bloody vegetarians on giving out at times, which is ridiculous. Honestly, people complain about anything, wouldn't they? Because Billy will give his honest opinion on whether he likes the chicken burger or not. Like, second half about to begin. Cork City are going to tip off with Sean Maguire. Quite warm now, actually. They've tipped off. I think the cameraman forgot they tipped off, though. Just stayed in one area. Your go-to order in a chipper. Oh, it's always, to be honest with you, go-to order. I won't get them too often because, honestly, like, stomach does you in bits with them. But fresh cod and chips. Crawford a good under 21 squad, but didn't get past the playoffs campaign. This campaign is a disaster. You're right. It is a disaster. Good ball into the box. There's not an awful lot there, though, to work with, is there? Unfortunately, it's a worry, isn't it, for Ireland? Haven't had a midfielder come through in a long, long time either. A good turn. Good turn. I'd be shocked if this finishes 2-1, though. That's a finishes 2-1, probably. Keating. Looks like he really wants a goal tonight. Good ball back, though, to Maguire. Maguire under pressure. Good tackle. Fitzgerald has been the best player in the park so far, in my opinion. Referee says it's not a free. Another while it clears. What do you think of Joey Shells? I don't think you can fully judge him until the end of the season. It's hard to judge him on last season. I think he got steadied the ship a little bit last season, to be fair. So he done all right there. But then his first full season, we'll see. I think he's doing all right so far, but I'd wait till the end of the season to have a proper assessment on him. He certainly hasn't done bad. But difficult over Shells to finish the season. I think strength-wise or squad, they have a lot of options in a lot of areas. They'll definitely finish in the top 4. Where it's hard to tell at the moment in time. I did have them top 3 at the start of the season. I didn't expect Pats to be as good as they've been so far, though, at the start of the season, and probably the same for Bows, to be honest with you. So it's difficult to say, but be interesting to see at the end of the season. His first full season in charge. I think it's going to be really interesting. Webb tried to beat Mpongo for pace. Not an easy thing to do, I would suggest. And Cork City win the free kick. Lines to Kelleher. Kelleher out to the right-hand side where Crowley is. Plays 1-2 with Fitzpatrick. Cuts into the middle. Crowley's unwell. Maguire, can he keep it? He does, yeah, he wins it. Maguire's unwell here. He's heading towards the box. Cork's trying to get off to a fast start. Connor Dryan, he's nutmegged. Webb. I don't know if that was a cross or shot, but it's just gone over. I think that was the problem. I think he's a bit of indecision. He's nutmegged Webb here. Pretends to cross it. Nutmegs Webb. I think he's gone for a cross, personally. He's trying to find Keely. Sean Moore still injured. Big signing. Barely featured for Shells. Is he on loan, Sean Moore? I think he's on loan. I think next week in 2 games, we'll tell that more. Will do as well. Where's Sean Moore on loan? I thought Sean Moore went on loan. That's for Big Brother. Jesus Christ. Need to check this one out again. Did he go on loan or is he still at Shells? No, he's still at Shells, yeah. Must be still injured. I thought he went on loan for some weird reason. I'm not really sure why. He's injured, yeah. I thought he went on loan. They did, yeah. They're a really big squad. They do have a big squad. Like, there are lots of options in that Shells squad. Loads of options. That's where I think the Pats are probably a little bit short. If you look at the top 4 at the moment, I think squad depth, they're a little bit short compared to the other 3. Wexford won 3-1. Jason Forain and Nuga has equalised for the Treaty men. He's actually on loan from St. Patrick's Athletic. Here come Cork City again. Maguire. Maguire's going to shot at the edge of the area. Good save. Keating, is he offside? Keating is offside. Frustrating for Keating. They've started the second half like the start of the first half, Cork. Shot by Maguire. Yeah, he's offside, all right. The funny thing is, if Keating leaves it, and Pongo's coming from a position where he's offside and he probably buries it. Chapman, yeah. Chapman, very disappointing. And he refused to leave the club, by the way, in the summer. So he's hanging there with his wage. I was giving it away, Bulger, to Connolly. Bulger's on a yellow. Needs to be careful of a dodgy challenge there. Maguire's very deep here. Oh, lovely ball. Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's in here. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's gone with his left foot. He's trying to clip it over the keeper with his left foot. He got it. Can he not use his right foot? He's been exceptional in this first half, Josh Fitzpatrick. Though, lovely ball by Maguire, though. O'Connor can't get there. And I think do you know what he needs to do? He needs to open up his left foot and play into the far corner. He gets too close to the keeper. And by that point, he tries to clip him and it's difficult, isn't it? They've opened them up at will, though, haven't they, Cork City, at the start of the second half? But yeah, I think Josh Fitzpatrick, again, it's easy when you're watching because you can see more when you're watching as opposed to being a player in that situation. But if he opened his body up a touch or two earlier, he can find that far corner, but he gets too close to the keeper, really. And I think Josh is going to play in the corner himself here. Good ball in, 3-1. No, it's not 3-1. Maguire headed it in, but I believe the referee's called for a foul. Where the foul was, I'm not sure. He's called it at the back post. Nothing to do with Maguire, but a couple of offside goals and a gilt-edged chance missed by Cork City. What, 7 minutes second half? Again, no way is this finishing 2-1. Trainer's taking his time with the goal kick. Not surprising because Athlone need a breather here at the moment. From their point of view, at least it's still 2-1. Ball over the top again, to which Webb does okay, but Pongo wins it back. Maguire tries to slip and Pongo in. He can't. What's the ref giving here? He's changing the football, is he? What's he doing here? No, he's throwing the ball in. I'm not really sure why. Not sure what that was about, but anyway. Cork City in the attack. Josh Fitzpatrick. This time O'Connor as well. Kyle O'Connor. Ridiculous pass inside, though. He does well, Maloney, though, to flick it. And Cork are coming onto it again, playing a good tempo at the moment as the Midlanders do come away with it here. Peter Grogan almost got in there, but it was a good tackle. Mikey Rhodes put Wexford FC 2-1 up. He's put them back in front against Treaty. Mikey Rowan, 54 minutes. Wexford FC 2, Treaty United 1. Charlie Lyons is down at the moment for Cork. They're going to have a free kick in a minute. Explosive start the second half from the Rebels, but they haven't managed to score in the second half. Long ball by Conor Brandt. Reese Webb. That'll do a lot of work, Reese Webb, this evening. He's up against Pongo, who's has a goal and assist so far. Rory Feely. Out to this time Fitzpatrick is dispossessed, and it's at a while he's striding forward, and he's got into the box here. Tried to play the cross, but Keller stayed with him as a corner kick. Mistake, rare mistake in the game, I suppose, Josh Fitzpatrick, but Adewale did get away there and just went direct towards the box and ends up winning a corner for Athlone Town, and it's going to be Aaron Connolly who's going to whip this corner in. Can they get an equaliser? In swinger from Connolly, no doubt. Right footed. Headed away. Not quite away to the edge of the area, but it's cleared completely now. Have they weathered the storm, Athlone? Great ball wide, by the way, to Ferry from the goalkeeper trainer. Ferry's crossed into the box, a good one. He's given a corner. Grogan. Kelleher done well. Grogan. It was a good ball in towards Grogan from Ferry. Whoever the two strikers, he's the one that's kind of gone wide more, and Grogan is the one that's staying more centrally at times. Kyle O'Connor's going to whip in the corner with his left foot. It's going to be an in-swinger. Need movement on the box there, and straight into the arms of Conor Bran, and he looked to get Cork away quickly. He can't. Feely with the ball down the line's gone out of play. Nice turn by Maloney. No, the referee's making him retake the throw in, though, for some reason. Taking it from the wrong position, I think. Kyle O'Connor up to. Is that going to travel out of play? It is gone. It's a goal kick for Cork. Or for Athlone Town, sorry, I should say. Yeah, explosive start second half for Cork City. They created 3 or 4 really good chances early doors, but didn't take any of them. And still 2-1. There's a goal at UCD. Hugh Smith has put them 2 up against Culver. Culver really struggling so far this season after finishing second last season. Fran Rocket, of course, their manager this season. But I think if all result must be nearly second bottom if results went the way they did tonight. Stage the way they are tonight. Culver would be second bottom, only a point ahead of Treaty. And they're 2-0 down at UCD. It's unlikely they're going to get back into this game. Athlone Town, a free kick. It looks like they have weathered that early storm, doesn't it? Evan O'Connor, where was that? Yeah, trying to play an angle ball across, but no one really seemed to read it, to be honest. It's gone out for a throw in deep in their own half for the Rebels, and it's Conor Drynan taking this throw in as he looks to go down the line. Fitzpatrick, he can really carry a ball. Oh, he's done well, Fitzpatrick. Brilliant. Can he find Maguire? He does, but it kind of slowed into Maguire. Probably needed a bit more zip into Maguire there, to be honest with you. So you get a quick turn on it. Maloney. Oh, poor touch from Evan O'Connor. And yeah, Fitzpatrick does well here, but he played a death ball into Maguire. Sorry, it should have been a bit more. You needed more pace, to be honest with you. And someone's down here for Cork City. No, for Athlone. It's Adewale who's down for Athlone. Don't know if it's Cramper or what, but he's down anyway. Referee's on a word with Kelleher. Kelleher's a captain of the side, so it might be more a case of Kelleher's on a word with the referee. We have a stoppage in play. Still the same elsewhere in terms of goals. Scorelines: Bray 0, Kerry 1, UCD 2, Culver Amblers 0, Wexford FC 2, Treaty United 1, and Bray have just equalised. Ben McCormack has equalised for the Seagulls. It's Bray 1, there's 1, Kerry FC 1. Sup, Galway Slander, we're doing all right. Slander. Bit harsh. Yeah, plenty of goals around the grounds, and I don't think we're finished here at Turner's Cross either. Aaron Connolly, and a good game for Athlone. One of their best players, if not their best player in this game. Ferry's played well as well when he's been involved. Here is Connolly on the right-hand side at the edge of the box to Ferry. Looking for Connolly again. Can he find him? No. Does come back, though, to Webb. Gets the ball into the box. Grogan's in there. Maloney. Sorry, it's not Maloney. It's actually Kyle O'Connor. And heavy touch from Evan O'Connor. And here comes Keating at pace for Cork. He's having a look if it's Patrick. Turns inside. Clips it towards Mpongo. Wasn't a great ball, but Drynan wins the second ball, and his touch isn't great, and Connolly can get it clear for the Midlanders. Should Michael Duffy not have been considered in the Ireland squad for? I don't think any of them were considered, Richie, in reality. I think it was token gesturism, being honest with you. Cork City win the league easily? I think so. At this minute in time, they're 7 points ahead. If results stay the same. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think it's token gesturism, Richie. It doesn't make sense calling up Adam Brennan. He's done well so far, the young man at Rovers, but like he wasn't even in the under-21 squad yet. Like, you know, honestly, I think it was token gesturism, really. I thought it was completely irrelevant who was picked, really. Sounds Cork just going through the motions. A little bit, yeah. A little bit. They'll want to get that third goal just to make sure they finish the game, because Athlone, there could be a goal in Athlone. I think Hammer just done it for promotion, got a new contract for it. Yeah. Just token gesturism, honestly. It didn't bother me in the slightest when I seen it. Some people are giving out, say, one or two others, someone else, like a Duffy, but honestly, I don't think it mattered. I really don't. I don't think Duffy would have been bothered either, to be honest with you. Grogan. Great tackle. Charlie Lyons. And good ball to pick out Keating, who picks out Josh Fitzpatrick. Now, can he get on his bike, Josh? Crowley's made the run. Crowley's done well here, but Adewale's stuck with him. Defensively, Adewale's done a good job tonight. Obviously scored a very good header for Athlone as well, but defensively he's done a good job as well. Last night was heartbreaking. Yeah, look. Best Irish side in a long time. Won't be saying much though, would it? Unfortunately. Keith, you need to start your own podcast. to be too much involved. Too much involved. I do enough. Drynan's coming across to take I think it's Drynan, yeah, coming across to take the corner for Cork City. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. Cork City lads all lining up here in the middle. It's a decent ball in. Maguire gets up. Wasn't Maguire got up? Ball back in. He kind of jumped too early, to be honest, which was one of them. And then couldn't direct it. More like the ball hit him than he hit the ball. Here comes Pongo on the left-hand side. Webb's done all right against him at times. I know he's kind of assisted the goal, but in general, when he's come up against him one-on-one, cross to the box, here's Keating, and he does get his goal. Is he onside? He's onside this time, Keating, and he does get his goal. He just looked like a player who's dying to get a goal all night, and obviously missed an early chance. The other one was half stolen by Mpongo as such, although I think he had to make sure. Actually, this is a good goal. I think his Bulger plays it. It's a lovely ball. A nice little flick by Keating. And Keating does get his goal, and it is 3-1 to Cork City. I predicted 3-1. I'm not sure it's going to finish 3-1, though. Yeah. You keep trying as a striker. It's a good see Irish boy by time. Lesson, though. You got to just keep trying. If you miss a chance and miss another chance, who's to say you won't get another chance? You may do. So you got to keep trying. You can't dwell on missed chances, I don't think. As 3-1 to Cork City. Galway United in 5 years. What's this, Galway United? Okay, do you think we'll ever see it? Dundalk came the closest, didn't they? They got to the last round, didn't they? Before they came the closest. I think we're a bit off that, aren't we? I think we're a bit off that. The boys should be getting a big move. It depends on the boys on Dawson's will or not. He's very much a home bird. He didn't like his time in England at all. He never really wanted to go, if I'm honest, in the first place. So I don't know. Adewale does well. Webb. Keep worse accent European in the country. I'm not going down that road. I tell you what, what do you think? I'm not going down that road. I'll get into trouble. No, I'm not going down that road. Um, mm, Ashburn. Cork, yeah, do you reckon? You're talking about Cork City, Cork in general? Um, I think Ireland's mad for accents for the size of the fucking country. It's a tiny country, like. And Belfast, you really have it in for fucking for Tiernan Lynch, don't you? But I think Ireland's a mad country for accents. I think it's incredible. Even Meath, like you could be from, South Meath, North Meath, the west of Meath, like you know what I mean, and Navan, and they're so different. It's mental. That's one county, like it's crazy. Here's Keishan again through the middle, and he's onside again. Oh, he's banjacks the shot, hasn't he? It's the best way you can put it. He's banjacks the shot. Lost all technical control there. Here comes Mpongo. In a way, you feel like Cork could get 5 or 6 if they were. Mpongo's been brilliant here. Oh, the finish is. I done brilliant though. It's just again the finish, not great. Kerry to win the league in 5 years. First division. He's done well. He's got through 2 players, Webb and Connolly. He's got through a third actually. Kier, that was terrible from Kier, to be honest with you. Awful defending. I just think the level of the teams that get relegated, lads, from Premier Division to First Division, it's just too big for the First Division clubs. Let's see. Do Mayo FC and your flag playoffs? Mayo FC are not in the League of Ireland. I had another spot left for the flag, and I said put in Mayo FC because I thought they might be the next team in. To be honest with you, they're going to be in the third tier now, of course. They're doing a lot of great work down there in Mayo. To be fair to them now, Barrios should be good contacts. Yeah, that's a fair point, Richie. Very fair point, and they'll need them because it's very difficult, isn't it? Coming up, with so many teams kind of set, like that kind of way. But you're right. I agree with you. Yeah. That's what I was saying. A few Cork City fans, as I was speaking to before, and they're saying they'd be bringing in this player and that player. Says I wouldn't be bringing any players into the First Division. They don't need any more players in the First Division. Finn Harps. Yeah. At the expense of who's on the only thing. I'd like to see them as an addition. I'd like more teams in the Premier, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. If you just tuned in, guys, and haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Is this what's going on here? On this one occasion's banjacks. I'm not sure. He just lost control completely of the ball. I think you'll see Finn Harps in the first division for quite some time, if I'm honest with you. Even if you think of who might go down this season, say if Sligo Rovers go down or Waterford FC go down, even if they're not, they're just going to come straight back up, aren't they? "20 minutes to go. Cork City 3, Athlone Town 1. They've kind of gone up another gear again, Cork City. What's going on here? The referee's coming over to. Oh, it's an injury. The cameraman's a bit slow to move the camera, to be honest with you, at times. It's an injury to, I think it's a Grogan or Ferry that's down here. For Athlone Town. I think it might be Peter Grogan. Barry Coffey left and cover struggling. They're struggling badly though, aren't they? I do kind of get sick of teams playing each other 4 times, though. If I'm honest, I think it's a little bit much, but that's the way it is. But yeah, yeah, break and play here. Some seems to have changed elsewhere in the scores. I suspect not. No. Bray 1, Kerry 1 still. UCD 2-0 up in Cove, and Wexford 2-1 up on Treaty. Pico Lopez's Cape Verde were beaten 4-2 by Chile, incidentally, today. Imagine how first division teams go Premier Division and the third tier go first division, just 2 leagues. Only could really increase if it wasn't. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The reason for me, even aside from political stuff, right? The All Ireland League doesn't happen for me because the Grogan's gone off, Alex Sheeran's coming on. It doesn't happen for me because of fear from a lot of the clubs up north. Fear losing European places. Could you imagine Linfield as an example? Like, they'd be scared or shite of finishing fifth or whatever it is in an All Ireland League, maybe lower, but you know what I mean. And not getting European football. That's what's really stopping this in reality. Free kick here, yellow card, is it? Free kick for Athlone Town, and dangerous situation. Again, out of Wally as well. Skips around a few players. He's fouled. And the free kick for Athlone Town. Maloney and Connolly are over it. It's about 26, 77 yards out. Rory Feely was booked. Bring back the Sedanta Cup. And that's another thing. We went through a phase where the League of Ireland teams were hammering the Irish League teams there. That's why they got rid of it. I would actually like an All Ireland League, to be honest with you, because I just think you're adding more teams, aren't you? You're getting more games against different teams as well, and strengthen overall eventually the Premier and your first division, so to speak, wouldn't it? But I just don't see it happening for the reasons they outlined. That's a guy win the cup this season. The cup, I mean, we'll just have a look at this Athlone Town free first, which is imminent. Aaron Connolly's over. Maloney, I think Connolly's going to hit it. 3 big men in the wall for Cork City. Does hit it, and he hits one of those big men in the wall. And Alawali wildly kicks it wide. Yeah, so back to that. Gal win the cup. Look, the cup, I think nearly any Premier Division club more or less can win the cup with the right draws, to be honest with you. Very hard to predict a cup winner every year. If you've just tuned in, guys, thanks for tuning in, and please hit that subscribe button. That would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Cork City 3, Athlone Town 1, the scoreline I predicted. But there's still 15 minutes to go, and here comes Mpongo for Cork City. He's 1-on-1 with Reese Webb. He's done well here. He's chopped inside. Maguire, there's been a goal in Wexford. Adam Verdon, I should say, has put Wexford 3-1 up against bottom club Treaty United. 4-match season. Yeah, I don't like it really. And if you think of the amount of Dublin derbies within that, you know what I mean? It's a lot of Dublin derbies, isn't it? It's overkill, in my opinion. It devalues them a little bit, I think, as well, to be honest with you. Break and play. Cork City will have a throw in. believe Cork are making a substitution here. Josh Fitzpatrick has had a really good game for Cork City, is off. For the Lee Siders. I think it's Matthew Murray has come on. The youngster. I'm just scouting for an Irish club in summer and Irish or something. Go on, give us a name. Ballymena United. Done. Gotcha. Good ball to Maguire. Maguire just lost in the last instant there, and Kerr comes out with the ball. Plays a decent ball out right to Ferry. Ferry. Only Sheeran in the box. Ferry does well. Oh, he's got in the cover here. I think he just ran out of play, did he? Oh, he didn't apparently. Okay. Maloney gets it back in. Headed wide by the Cork City man. I thought that went out of play, being honest. The Cork City players are remonstrating, but it's a corner kick for... Yeah, I thought the ball went out of play personally, but corner kick at Athlone Town. And can I get a goal back, which would make for an interesting last, 10 minutes or so, roughly. Right, here we go. Corner kick, Aaron Connolly. Headed away, and it's gone out for a goal kick for the Lee Siders again. I'll break up. Great, you time come true. There is indeed. Difficult to see them getting up though, isn't it? Obviously got to the last two relegation promotion playoff games where they're defeated by Drogheda United, and last season Waterford, where they got a little bit closer in that one, didn't they? They were well beaten by Drogheda the year before. And Pongo. Maguire getting his body out in front of Evan O'Connor, but they've won it back. Keating tried to play 1 or 2. Maguire was well read by the Athlone Town defence. Favorite first division team? In what do you mean favorite first division team? In what way though? I don't think I have a favorite team, being honest. Yeah. Precinct 212. I think it would, Ben. Yeah, I do. Oh, ball in. No, I can't quite get there. The Cork City man. I think it was Matthew Murray coming in. I think it would, personally. Honestly, I think it would. I think so. Hope there's another goal just to say I was right with the score. But I sense there might be another goal, particularly for Cork, to be honest with you. I think they might nick it forward here, to be fair. I meant to check something there quickly. Forgot what I was checking. Yeah, I thought so. AJ Bridge came on, but I didn't see it announced for Cork City in the middle of the park. Here's Conley, which tends to be the heart of most things that Athlone do, doesn't he? Ball over the top towards Sheeran, but the Cork City defence and Kelleher, I was going to say Quivin Kelleher, but of course Fikra, his brother, clears it. Crawford out to Maloney. Out wide to Reese Webb on the right hand side of the park. Maloney seems to be holding his leg there, but Kerr runs through with the ball. Gives it to Adewale. Scored that good header in the first half. Conley's unwell. He's broken up the play here. It's kind of in between two Athlone players, and they're kind of none of them went for it really. What's this here? You think Balls could keep the pace to win the league? I don't, to be honest with you. There's some talk that DCC plan to fill the four corners. That's saying increase the capacity to fill souls and fill. It's a problem, isn't it? We're trying to, improve our facilities in general and upgrade stuff, but also we want to keep the soul of the league and each team and each ground. Reese Webb here. Yeah, just why each ground exactly. We want that as well. It's mad at times as well because some people they sorry, distracted there. What was I even saying there? Completely distracted there, so I did. Yeah, some people. Tala could have 6,500 people there, and some people think it's empty. But there's still 6,500 people there. Like, and if I know what they mean, it can feel empty. If we're trying to get the balance right, I think we need to get that balance right. Since Galway got Adewale here at wide, got more strict flares, the atmosphere's got worse. See, the players do help with the atmosphere. They do. They really do. I know that as a fact myself. They do. They can do. They look really good, I think, when done right. What's happening here? Thing came up on the screen just for some reason, which I don't understand. Goal scorer Craig Bulger. I don't know what that's about. Because Craig Bulger has not scored in this game, and it is still Cork City 3, Athlone Town 1. With Ben Arvis in first division in the Premier. Who Galway United? Maguire. Good hold of play, Maguire. Has he got the free kick? He's got the free kick. It's free kick at the edge of the area. Harsh yellow card for Kerr. I think it's a foul, but calm down, ref. Chance to make it 4-1 potentially for the Rebel Army. Couple of players. When I say a couple of players over, there's 4, and one of them's the captain. No, sorry, one of them's Conor Drynan. Bridge, Maguire, who hasn't got his goal, and I'm going to suggest it's going to take 2 players have walked away. We've got Bridge and Maguire. Maguire's taking this basically. That's not very nice. I hope St. Pat's go down. Well, they're not going to go down. They've never went down, by the way. Maguire free kick here. Decent angle. 27 yards out, I'd say. Maguire strikes it. He went low. But the ball did his job and set for corner kick for Cork City. Yeah, I think he thought first time for everything. There is a first time for everything. It's not happening this season, though. Bridge has gone across. to take the corner with his left foot for Cork City. Don't get a fourth because I predicted 3-1. I want to be right for a change. Bridge plays it in. Oh, Maguire gets up again, but what's going on there? Seems to be went down. He's hurt. Yeah, he's complaining over something. I think he's claiming he was struck in the head. To be honest, Maguire claiming it. Didn't really see anything apart from the ball hitting his head. To be honest with you, but it's a goal kick for. In fact, it's a free kick for Athlone Town. Trainer will just launch it forward in the general direction of the Cork City half. Billy must have 4-1. I'm beating him in the prediction league so far this season. I can't remember the score. I'd have to go back to the last vlog. But I think I'm 3 up on him. I think I have him for 3 so far. We've added a few things this year, though. Bonus goal score gets a point, but if they get 2, you get 2 points. Correct margin, but different result will get you 2 points. They've actually gone short at Athlone. Must have heard me. Adewale. Very direct run from him, but Feely does well. Typically gets his body across and gets the foul. Can't be much stoppage time, I'd imagine. I can't remember, apart from the normal substitutes. Was anyone down injured? Maybe 1 or 2 little passages, maybe. Maybe 3 or 4 max, I would imagine, injury time. I'd go for 3, probably. Into the 89th minute almost here. 3-1 for the home side. Here comes Pongo, good ball inside the bridge. A bridge does make it 4-1, and I'm almost disappointed with that. Different level, though, isn't it? I just watching it again tonight. Cork City 4, Athlone Town 1. Athlone had passages of decent play, but Cork could have had 7 or 8 in reality, couldn't they? Killian Callis has put UCD 3-0 up against UCD. They could have had 7 or 8 easily, Cork. They kind of up the gears of phases and games. It's a different level. It really is. Athlone are one of the better teams in the league as well, so far. 4-1. It's mad saying it, like, but you're kind of saying Cork are going up to the Premier Division. Do you know what I mean? How many games have we gone here? 9, maybe. Actually, less, I think. 7. They're 7 clear of Bray at the moment as well. Still don't think they'll go unbeaten, though. When's the next crossbar challenge? I don't know. We won't have one because I'll win the prediction thing this year. Adewale's done his best for Athlone tonight. Good ball inside to Sheeran. I'm not actually sure if a board went up, but we're into the 90th minute. Cork could win. They could do. They could win it by whatever, really, couldn't they? Isn't that the point, isn't it? Here's Maguire or Katie nearly in again. Like, the level has been so, like, and they've kind of played in 10-minute spells here and there where they've upped the level, Cork. Niall O'Keefe on for Sean Maguire in the last second, really. And the same will happen next year, whoever goes down for the Premier Division as well. It'll be the same story. Training session. Pretty much. It's this serious golf, like. Throw in for Cork City. I didn't see a time goal for stoppage time at all. Can't be more than 3 minutes, I'd say. 4 max. Into the 92nd almost. Throw into Mpongo. And back in the goalkeeper has it, trainer has it for Athlone. I still think Bray are probably the second best team in the league, to be honest, though. Meanwhile, UCD have got 4-0 up against Culverhammer's Kieran Behan. I believe that's the 6th goal of the season for Kieran Behan. His 5th goal of the season. He's actually tied with Sean Maguire in 5 now, Kieran Behan. 4-0 UCD against Culver. Struggling badly, aren't they? After finishing second last year. They've really gone backwards. The Rams. Lions. Long ball forward. Looking for Bridge. No, he's not looking for Bridge. He was looking for Matthew Murray, who was on the right. But the camera again. The camera's been weird at times in this game. Here's Mpongo. Struggling to keep up with the play at times, the camera. Ferry. Worked hard for Athlone. Comes aside as a left foot. Decent effort, actually. I think Brown had a cover, though. But decent effort, to be fair, from Ferry. Yeah, that was a decent strike along the ground, but I think Brown probably had that one covered, to be honest. This could be it now, 93 minutes. Can't see much more time. 4-1 Cork City, and that's it. Is he called time? It's called time, yeah. Cork City, there's been a late goal. Ben Feeney scored a late goal for Treaty at Wexford. But it's Wexford 3, Treaty United 2, and Treaty look like they're going to remain bottom. Yeah, so Cork City, massive win for them tonight, 4-1 against Athlone Town. Still playing at the Carlisle, still playing at Belfield Bowls, full time actually for Carrick, where Wexford defeated Treaty United by 3 goals to 2. Doyle, Rowe, Verdon with the goals for Wexford. Ianugu with the goal for Treaty. I'm not sure who got the final goal. It hasn't been updated yet. Ben Feeney, I actually said it. UCD 4, yeah. Culverhammer's 0. Not over yet, but pretty much is over, isn't it? And Bray Wanderers 1, Kerry 1, FC 1. Yeah, Cork really won this by canter tonight. Player of the match, I'll go for Josh Fitzpatrick, even though he came off later. I think Josh Fitzpatrick was very good for Cork. He had a really good game. I think if Keating had taken 1 or 2 more of his chances, he probably gets it, but he probably lacked that clinical edge in a way, didn't he? Drynan was good as well. Good performance overall by Cork. Could have won by more. Have Bray nicked the second? They have nicked the second. Late in the day, Bray Wanderers 2. Kerry FC 1. I think it's Ryan Kelly who seems to have got the goal here for Bray. Goals tonight, isn't there? In the games. Just for UCD there quickly as well. Obviously they won 4-0. Actually, it's not over yet, but they're 4-0 up. That's a big result for them. Callis and Behan with the 2 latest goals. For the students, Smith and Mohan got the other 2 goals. And yeah, late winner for Bray. At least, keeps some 5 points on Cork and keeps it semi-competitive, really. But I do think they're the second best team in the league. I'd be very surprised if they don't finish second. I think Cork could win this by 10 points plus. Ryan Kelly has got the winner, looks like, for the Seagulls. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching again. Subscribe if you haven't. Matches next week as well, of course. There'll be shows coming out. I'll be at a game Friday. I'll be at Pats and Sligo Rovers on Friday, and I'll be at Shamrock Rovers and Shelburne on the Monday, doing vlogs there. So thanks for watching as usual, guys. Really enjoyed the chat. Agus slán go fóill.